Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today at Snow Globe Rescue, where we show you how to fix your snow globes. I'm Tony, and with me as usual is Allie.
Hello.
And today we have a special episode for you today. We are not fixing a snow globe today, we are making a do-it-yourself snow globe.
Yes.
So we went to the craft store, and while we were there, this is about a month or two ago, we happened to stop by the figurine section.
And I saw her.
There was a wall with all kinds of figurines, and Allie saw this fairy right here, and I said, hey, I bet we could use that. And what would go with the fairy? Allie found these mushrooms. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a custom snow globe using these figurines. We have this globe, we have this nice black
Really
base
cool.
here.
I like the base.
And we have a stopper. Now, just to let you know, and this is something we've been asked several times recently, all of our spare snow globe parts and our replacement parts and our repair parts, everything, we don't buy any of this new. All of the parts that we use, stoppers, globes, bases, figurines, everything comes from old used snow globes that we buy, at the flea market, the thrift store. We get them for $1, $2, $3, $4, and then a lot of them we take apart to use as parts to fix our other snow globes. A lot of the times we use the glass and the stoppers to repair them.
And these are literally from 3 different globes.
Yes, this is we have bins of globes, bins of bases, and all. So in other words, we just grabbed a snow globe that we thought would be the appropriate size, found a base that it would fit into, and then we got an appropriate sized stopper. So when you fix your snow globes, don't forget, you can use other used snow globes to repair your snow globes if you need parts. You don't have to go out and buy new stuff. It's a lot cheaper that way. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put these figurines on here, and then we're going to see if we can cover, this is that snow that we bought online that doesn't work for snow globes.
The first thing that we tried.
Right.
And it did not float.
We'll leave a link in the description. We have an episode where we compare this snow to the actual snow globe snow. That's what you normally see in snow globe, that drops to the bottom. This, if you put it in the snow globe, it floats to the top. I think this is more for like displays and stuff.
That's what I meant by not that it doesn't float, but it doesn't fall.
It doesn't fall. This floats, right?
Yeah.
So you want to sprinkle this maybe on like a Christmas display, or maybe if you have a dry snow globe that doesn't have water in it and you just want some snow on the bottom of it. But what we're going to try and do is glue some of this snow down to here to give it a snowy bottom to see how that works out. And then Allie has some snowflake glitter that we're going to put in there. We're going to see how this thing turns out today. So
I love my fairies, and I thought it would be an interesting idea and something that, let's try it and see.
This is our first time making a do-it-yourself snow globe.
And it's going to be Christmas themed.
Yeah, so let's see how this works out. All right.
Let's do it.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start out by putting the figurine on the stopper.
Yeah.
All right, so.
And we want to do that so that it adheres to it completely, versus putting something else down on that base first. Right,
so what Allie had in mind, and I think we're going to put this big mushroom right in the middle, right?
I was thinking about putting that in the middle, putting her on the mushroom. Yeah, something kind of like that. And then kind of putting. Now I wanted the mushroom further back, but I don't know if there's enough room.
I think if we put the mushroom.
But that was kind of what I was.
Maybe not right in the center, but I think we could go just slightly back from the center, and maybe put her slightly forward on the mushroom. And that'll keep her from hitting the side of the globe, I think, if we do that. And so that might be a good position right there.
I just want to make sure the placement of the little ones are key, but something about, something about that.
Well, how does that look?
Yeah, something like that looks good.
That looks good? All right, so let's start by removing her. And these two here. All right, so now we'll take the Zap-A-Gap.
Zap-A-Gap.
The Zap-A-Gap, yeah. Let me make sure. Can I actually?
Zap-A-Gap is very, very useful.
Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead. And I'm going to put my finger approximately where that mushroom's going to go. Okay. Now go ahead and lift it up, and I'm going to put some Zap-A-Gap down there. Okay. So go ahead and put that mushroom down. There we go. Okay. Now hold it there, and we'll let that dry, and then we'll put the next part on. All right, so now that we've got this one glued down, where do you want the other 2 small ones?
I want that one. We'll do one at a time.
Okay.
That one, like that.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold that down till it sticks, and then we'll get the next one. Right there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead right there.
Okay, so right there with a drop of Zap-A-Gap. There we go.
That'll work. Okay, like, I guess.
Right there?
Sure.
All right, it has been 30 minutes and everything is set. These mushrooms are attached to the stopper. The fairy is attached to the mushroom. Everything looked good.
I think it looks cool.
Yeah, looks good so far. So now, the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna use this Zap-A-Gap. We're gonna take a brush, little paintbrush here, spread that Zap-A-Gap around the bottom of the stopper, and then we're going to sprinkle this snow onto the bottom, give it like a snowy. These are just flakes of
We
plastic.
contemplated painting it, and then we remembered we had the snow, and we were like, you know what? Actually, let's see if that works better.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, we take it apart. We try something different. I mean, we know how to take these things apart and fix them, so we can try different things and see what works. All right, so Allie, I'm gonna go ahead and put some Zap-A-Gap on the stopper here. Okay, I'm gonna spread it around with the paintbrush here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the final effect here.
Right, and then let me go put the back here, and then we'll just sprinkle the whole thing all at once here, and just sprinkling this or spreading this Zap-A-Gap around the exposed parts of the stopper here. Okay, I think I got the whole thing. Maybe just the very bottoms of the mushrooms as well. Get some around them. All right, so there we go. Okay, so now go ahead and sprinkle some of that snow there. Get as much on there as you can. I'll just pour it on there. It doesn't. Yeah, we're gonna press it down. Yeah, there you go, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna press that in. Make sure it gets pressed in there. Okay, now pour some there. Now a lot of this snow that we're putting on here is gonna fall off because we're just pressing a bunch of snow onto here, and we're hoping enough of it sticks to the glue that when we shake it off, we'll turn it upside down, shake off the excess, and see what's stuck to the bottom, and see how this works.
Trying to camouflage that base.
The base, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've done that, we're gonna let that Zap-A-Gap dry, and we'll see how much of this snow actually stuck to the stopper, and then go from there. We might, if it's not enough, we'll have to try something different. Okay, so we let the glue dry, and we knocked off all of the loose snow that wasn't glued down. And we did have a layer of snow across the bottom of the stopper. However, one thing that we didn't expect is that the glue made the snowflakes somewhat translucent. So they weren't white anymore exactly. And you could see the color of the stopper coming through. So we ended up putting more glue on top of that snow, pushing some more snow down onto it. And we ended up doing that 4 times to get a layer of snow that actually looks white and like snow, but it's a good texture. It's hard as a rock. It's Zap-A-Gap and that plastic snow. But I think this is gonna work. The hot glue that we put on the fairy here, attaching her to the mushroom, that didn't hold. Picked her up and she came right off. So we went ahead and used some Zap-A-Gap to hold her down to the mushroom. But we rinsed this all off, put it in some water, made sure it was all going to work, and all the loose snow that was on there, we got that all off. I don't think any more is going to come off, so I think this is going to be it. So we're ready to go ahead and put this in the globe then.
Pretty sure that you won't see the rest of this when it's in there.
Right. So this is bigger than a 4-inch globe. This is like a 4.5-inch globe. So just a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and get some water here. Could you hold this, please?
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead and fill this up with our snow globe water, which is a combination of water and a little bit of about a tablespoon or 2 of alcohol. Okay, so before I put any more water in there, I'm going to put the glue in here. And for those who haven't seen this before, the clear glue goes in there to thicken the water so that the snow or glitter falls slower. But we have links in our video description to a video where we show you all the different things you can put in your globe. So Allie likes to put 10 tablespoons of glue in these globes. So let's go ahead and get that in there. 10 tablespoons, and we'll be right back.
That's for an average size globe.
Okay, so that's about 10 tablespoons of glue right there. Now, Allie was mentioning right before I started counting in my head, the 10 tablespoons is for an average size glue. This is a little bit more, so it's a little bit bigger, so you want more glue?
Maybe a little bit more, which is already excessive, I understand.
No, there's more water in this.
But there's more water.
Right, okay. I'll tell you what, you want another tablespoon or two?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put, how many?
2 more.
2 more tablespoons, okay, here we go. Okay, there's 2 more tablespoons of glue. So that's a total 12 tablespoons of glue.
Looks nice and clear, I think.
That looks good, yeah. Okay, so we got our glue in there. Thicken the water, and then Allie is going to put some snowflake glitter in here. Let's see how that looks. All right. Let me just stir that, see how it looks. Let's see. It kind of looks, you know what it looks like? It looks like the back in the 60s, like the Paisleys or whatever it was, that it kind of looks like those psychedelic, yeah, that's what it looks like, but it also looks like snowflakes.
Do you think that's good? Stir it up again?
Okay. Yeah, you know what? No, I think that's good, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so hold on to that.
Okay.
And then we're going to pour up more water. Okay, a little more. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and wet this stopper so that it slides past the glass easier. Make sure there's nothing on the glass or on the stopper that can get between the glass and stopper and cause an air leak. Okay, let's get her in there and see what happens. All right, so far so good. All right. Yep, we're getting water out, so that's good. Okay, let's get that stopper all the way in there. Okay, I'm going to use my little trick here. I'm going to put this little screwdriver in there to kind of help relieve the pressure. Let's see if that helps.
Okay. You got it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. It does seem to help make it.
It does help because the pressure the water has a way to escape as I'm pressing the stopper down, so it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Oh, I might. Well, let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it with no air bubble? I don't know. Here we go. Wait. Oh man. Oh, of course. Okay, there's a few air bubbles in there, but let's see. Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
That looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's tall.
Yeah, she just fits in the globe. Okay, so we do have some air bubbles in here, and I'm not surprised because of everything that's in there. We're gonna have to move this globe all over the place like this to make sure any trapped air bubbles, maybe tap it a little bit, loosen up any air bubbles that are in there, and then we'll come back in a little while when everything has formed, and we'll get that. All right, we let this thing sit for a while, and that's pretty much all the air bubble we're gonna get. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a little space for the air bubble to come out. I'm gonna put this under the water, and then I'm gonna get this in there.
I found this figurine like we said, how long ago?
About 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, a while ago.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that bubble all the way up there and pull it back, and I should be able. There we go. It's out. All right, go ahead.
It's just finally coming to fruition.
Yes, we're finally putting. We've been looking at these parts for months and months, and so we feel like we need to put this thing together. So finally, okay, so
She just fits.
no air bubble. So let's go ahead and put it together. All right, now that we have that air bubble out, we're going to go ahead and attach the base. And basically, what we're going to do here, if you've seen in the previous videos, we're going to center the globe in the base, and then we're just going to fill in with hot glue in between the base and the glass, and then over the glass and across the stopper to seal it up so hopefully no water leaks. So Allie, if you could hold that, please. All right, so this might take a couple of sticks of glue to fill this whole thing in.
Yeah.
So that took about 2 sticks of glue. A few little bubbles here we're going to pop and add a little more glue to make sure there's no leaks. Because if you get a bubble in your hot glue, that means there was a little bit of water in there that the hot glue vaporized. So just pop those bubbles, add a little more glue, and then you won't have a leak later on. So we're going to go ahead and let this cool, and then we're going to go ahead and put a cover on it. And we're going to show you, we're going to do a music box swap here in a minute. So we'll be right back. All right, the glue holding the globe into the base is cool now. Now we have a cover here that will fit just right on the bottom of that base there. However, the music box mechanism plays Hark the Herald Angel Sings.
Yeah, and I don't want it to have a Christmas theme to it.
Yeah, so it's not an appropriate one for this music box. So what we're gonna do, we have some spare music box mechanisms. This one plays Disney's It's a Small World. Now, the ride at Disney World, not our favorite.
No.
And it pretty much killed this song for us. We've heard it so many times, but it, however, I think in this globe it would work. And if we ever need a Disney music box mechanism that plays It's a Small World, we'll know where it is.
Yeah, no,
but right now it's just sitting in a box, so we figured we might as well use it. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this music box mechanism, install this one. All right. So let's see. Yep. Okay. So now, take the hot glue gun. Gonna put 3 dots of glue on the bottom of this base here. And wait, there we go. All right, put that cover on there. All right. We're gonna let that cover cool for a couple minutes. We'll put it on the stand and see how she looks. All right, there she is.
I'm so proud of her.
All finished up. It looks good.
It does look good.
It looks good. The snow on the bottom definitely looks like there's snow on the bottom of there.
Yeah.
Got the mushrooms and got her on top there, and she's looking good. And I did make one mistake earlier. We were going to put 12 tablespoons of glue in here. I thought I had put 10, and then Allie asked me to put 2 more. And then I realized afterwards I had only put 6, and then the additional 2 means this actually has about 8 tablespoons of glue in it. This is a
I got gypped.
Yeah, this is a 4.5-inch globe, 8 tablespoons of glue. We normally use, we've been using 10 lately, but at 8 tablespoons, this is still twice as much as what we used to use, months ago. So still a good amount of glue, but these
snowflakes are heavier.
The snowflake glitter that she put in there, it falls a lot faster. So we'll show you how that looks here with the 8 tablespoons of glue in a 4.5-inch globe right there. And these particular snowflake glitter, they fall pretty quickly, even with all that glue in there. But still, it's a good effect.
Yeah.
And we're not going to shake her up that often anyway, so she's going to sit up on that shelf.
This is our first homemade globe.
This is our first.
From scratch.
This is our first time making a globe from scratch. Here, do-it-yourself globe, exactly. So it turned out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you can see, the snow on the bottom, that white snow is showing up pretty well. That was just those plastic flakes that we glued down with Zap-A-Gap. So it's looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. So there you go, a do-it-yourself snow globe. We bought the figurines at the craft store. We had all the parts from other globes that we took apart, and we just threw together a globe here. I think we might have maybe $5 invested in this, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turned out really well.
Yeah, it did.
So hope you enjoyed this video.
Please let us know what you think.
Picked up a couple of tips while we're doing it. So thanks for joining us on this, and we hope to see you on the next video.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.